Hailey Bieber did an interview with Wall Street Journal, and she was asked about if there's any sort of competition that her brand is in Sephora, as well as Selena Gomez's brand. She had an interesting answer.
It's always annoying being pitted against other people. I didn't ask for that. When people want to see you a certain way and they've made up a story about you in their minds, it's not up to you to change that. And then the other part that really everybody held on to was, then it says, I asked if Bieber feels competitive now that her products have to stand up against other Sephora brands. I think there's a space for everybody, she says. She is most competitive with herself, she adds. I don't feel competitive with people that I'm not inspired by.
Shady answer in general.
Talking about anybody's brand is like, we're just being like, I don't feel inspired.
You're basically saying you don't feel inspired by with people's brands.
Yeah. It's just like talking about all of Sephora.
Right. There's basically no reason to say that at all.
No.
I think maybe after that came out of her mouth, she probably was like, wish I didn't say that. Selena Gomez hits back on her Instagram.
Posted, just leave the girl alone. She can say whatever she wants. Doesn't affect my life whatsoever. It's just about relevance, not intelligence. Be kind. All brands inspire me. There's room for everyone, and hopefully we can all stop. Because as soon as our came out, the Selena fans went after Hailey hard, which is going to happen every time.
Whatever.
Did Hailey push the door open a little bit? Yeah. Like, if you don't crack the door open, they can't come in.
Whatever happened to these two getting along, taking pictures at the Academy Museum Gala only a couple of years ago? Whatever happened to them posing together, taking pictures?
They must have avoided each other like the fucking plague.
No, as soon as I saw that they were at the same event, I was like, oh my God, are we going to get more pictures together? No, absolutely not. These two fucking hate each other.
It's funny because
you know what? They should have never even fed us the pictures of them together because we thought that they could be all chummy. They can't. They literally, they just can't. And I think that the internet divides them.
Yeah.
You know, because the internet plays into it. I wish it would all be fine. Like, I'm a fan of both. So
I know.
There are moments in pop culture that don't just trend, they shift the entire mood of the internet. They're not always explosive or scandalous. Sometimes they're soft, so subtle you almost miss them. A glance, a sigh, a song choice that echoes just a little too loudly against the walls of memory. But when they land with the force of confession. That's what happened recently when Justin Bieber, in the middle of what was supposed to be a routine rehearsal live stream, looked down at his arm, not just anywhere, at the infamous tattoo of Selena Gomez, a shadow he's tried to cover but never quite erased. The moment was fleeting, but its impact was seismic. Suddenly, everyone was asking, is Justin still haunted by his past? And did Hailey finally demand he erase it for good? To understand the weight of this moment, you have to rewind a few years. Justin Bieber is no stranger to tattoos. Each one a permanent timestamp of a particular chapter in his life. But none are as loaded with meaning as the portrait of Selena Gomez he etched onto his skin at the height of their love story. Years later, long after their breakup, Justin tried to shade over the tattoo, an attempt to blur out a face the world knew all too well. He joked about it in interviews, blushed through awkward questions, but the shading only did so much. Everyone could still see Selena there, smiling out from beneath the ink. In a now iconic GQ interview, Justin awkwardly admitted, "This is my ex-girlfriend, so I kind of try to cover her face up with some shading, but people still know." That tattoo became a metaphor for everything unresolved in his life, a past that wouldn't let itself be covered, no matter how much he tried. Fast forward to Justin's most recent live stream. What started as a casual, music-filled rehearsal quickly veered into emotional territory. Justin was surrounded by his band, Hailey Bieber in the background, laughter and music filling the space. Then, out of nowhere, a band member praised All That Matters, a song Justin once openly dedicated to Selena. In that exact moment, Justin's eyes dropped his arm. Not a casual glance, but a look thick with memory. The room didn't go silent, but the energy shifted. He seemed to sink into himself, his voice softening, his posture changing. Fans noticed instantly. The chat exploded. Clips were isolated and slowed down, analyzed frame by frame. What was going through his mind? Was it regret, nostalgia, or something deeper? Even Hailey, according to eagle-eyed fans, caught the shift, her eyes darting from Justin's face to the tattooed arm. Right after that moment, Justin requested the band play Daisies. There was no explanation, just a quiet, almost desperate request. To the uninitiated, it might have seemed random, but for those who know, the connections to Selena Gomez are impossible to ignore. Selena's beloved dog is named Daisy. Her favorite flower is a daisy, and she's posed with him in photo shoots and album art. The lyrics Justin sang. Do you love me or not? You said forever. Babe, did you mean it? Hit uncomfortably close to home. It didn't help that, just before, his voice cracked singing All I Can Take. Fans describe his tone as heartbreakingly raw, unlike his usual polished performance. The mood in the room changed. Even the musicians seemed to pick up on the tension, exchanging glances as Justin became visibly emotional. The internet, always hungry for more, latched onto a new theory that Justin whispered Selena during the live stream. The audio, when slowed down, is ambiguous at best. Some swear they hear it. Others say it's just wishful thinking. But the seed was planted. Suddenly, every second of the video was being dissected for further proof. Did his lips move? Did his eyes linger too long on that tattoo? None of it is definitive. But in the world of fandom, it doesn't have to be. The narrative took on a life of its own. For Yelena loyalists, this was the proof they'd been waiting for. Justin's wounds weren't as healed as he pretended. For years, Justin has tried to convince the world, and perhaps himself, that he's moved on. He shaded the tattoo, married Hailey, embraced a new, faith-centered life. But moments like this live stream reveal something the tabloids can't fabricate, the ache of history that refuses to be erased. His body language during the stream spoke volumes. Shoulders drooping, eyes unfocused, jaw clenched as if holding back words he didn't want to say aloud. It's the kind of vulnerability that fans crave but rarely see. Justin didn't have to break down or cry. The pain was in the details. The way his breath slowed, the way he went silent in the middle of the song, the crack in his voice when lyrics hit too close to home. The internet's focus quickly shifted to Hailey, standing beside Justin. She seemed oblivious at first, but the moment her eyes flickered his arm, fans saw everything they needed. For Hailey, loving Justin has always meant living with the shadow of Selena. The tattoo isn't just ink. It's a daily reminder that part of Justin's heart is forever elsewhere. There have been rumors for years that Hailey wanted the tattoo gone. Some tabloids have claimed she's asked, begged, even demanded that Justin erase it for good. After this live stream, those rumors reignited with new urgency. Why? Fans asked, should she have to compete with memories so permanent it's etched into her husband's skin? Why can't Justin let go? It's a question without easy answers. Love in the public eye is hard enough. Loving someone whose past is immortalized in ink is another level of difficulty entirely. Part of what makes this story so captivating is the way it mirrors our own struggles with the past. Who hasn't looked back at a lost love and felt the sting of unfinished business? Who hasn't tried to move on, only to find themselves haunted by a song, a scent, a photograph? Justin Bieber's tattoo is all that, magnified 1,000 times by fame. For years, fans have held on to the idea of Yelena as the ultimate love story. Two young stars, madly in love, torn apart by fame and circumstance. Even as both have tried to move on, the world refuses to let the story end. Every glance, every lyric, every tattoo is analyzed for signs of hope or heartbreak. So is it true? Did Hailey finally draw the line and demand Justin erase the Selena tattoo for good? The answer is complicated. Neither Justin nor Hailey has spoken publicly about the live stream's aftermath, but sources close to the couple say the tension is real. Hailey wants to build a future without daily reminders of Justin's past. Justin, for all his declarations of moving on, seems torn between honoring his history and protecting his marriage. What's clear is that the tattoo is no longer just personal. It's become a battleground for Justin's heart. Every time he glances at it, whether consciously or not, he reopens a wound that refuses to heal. And every time the internet notices, the pressure on his current relationship grows. Maybe Justin finally takes the plunge and erases a tattoo for good. Maybe he keeps it, a stubborn testament to a chapter he can't bring himself to forget. Either way, the story has moved beyond ink and skin. It's about the ways we all carry our past, the scars we hide, and the ones we can't help but show. For fans, the moment was everything. It was proof that love stories don't end just because relationships do. It was a reminder that even the biggest stars are just people trying, and sometimes failing, to move on from what once was.